welcome to the latest edition of Friday Night Frenzy. Through 2 weeks of Friday Night Football, the weather had been perfect. But that was not the story for week number 3 as Mother Nature threw everything at us but sunshine and clear skies. We start in Marquette, the Redmen taking on Class A foe Sault Ste. Marie. Here's the first play from scrimmage. The Blue Devils 1st and 10 from the 25. Quarterback Michael James keeps the ball and he's met by Marquette's Alex Sherbinaw in the backfield for a loss of 5 on the play. Later in the first, no score. Marquette had 4th and 4 on the Sioux 34. Sherbinaw receives the ball on the toss sweep. He's met by a host of Blue Devils at the 30. The refs would measure, and the Redmen would be a tad short. The ball will go to the Sioux after 3 plays. A 4th and 1. The Blue Devils go to punt. It's a fake. Jacobs runs for it, and he appears to be stopped short. However, another measurement, and the Zebras say this time that Jacobs got just enough for the first down. No score after 1 quarter. Under 2 minutes left in the first half, the Sioux driving. Jacobs rolls right and finds Rashawn Anderson in double coverage for a gain of 20 and a first down deep in Redmond territory. But the Blue Devils could not cash in from there as Jacobs would throw it to the end zone, and Alex Gagnon is there to break it up for the Redmen. There was no score at the half. The only score of the game was a 15-yard touchdown run by Alex Sherbinaw in the 3rd quarter, and Marquette won the game 7-0. The Redmen are now 3-0. To the scoreboards, Kingsford improves to 3-0 on the year with a 34-12 road win at Rhinelander. Iron Mountain shuts out West Iron County 39-0. Paul Brooks rushes for over 200 yards and 3 touchdowns for the Mountaineers. Westwood also wins big 46-0 at Northern Elite. Zach Rankinen had 200-plus yards and 4 touchdowns for the Pats. In Norway, the Knights upset Stevenson. There's the score for you, 14-8. Look out for Lance. They are now 3-0 with a 45-6 win at Ontonagon, and Lake Linden-Hubble survives at North Central 30-24. Back to the highlights, 2-0 teams. Gladstone and Negaunee met up at Miners Stadium late in the 2nd quarter. Negaunee up 1, 14-13. The Miners D comes up huge. Sam Pouliot under center looks to throw, but he's taken down by Tony Zampese for a loss of 5. 2nd 15 now. Pouliot runs. No, he doesn't. He throws off of 1 foot, and Blake Ballard is there to make the grab, a gain of 16, and a Braves first down. Under 40 seconds to go in the half, the Braves looking to take the lead once again, and they do. Jared Vuxen sheds not 1 but 2 tackles, and he finds the end zone. Gladstone led by 5 on the 12-yard touchdown run. The Braves would go for 2. Guess who? It's Vuxen. Straight up the gut for 2 more points, and the Braves had a 21-14 lead. But the Miners had 35 seconds left in the half after a great return by Zampese. Tanner Uren finds the big Brock Weaver for a first down inside the Braves 35. As time expires at the end of the half, Uren rolls out right and throws it up to the end zone. Zane Radloff, oh, can't quite hang on to the ball. A great effort, though. Despite being down 34-22, Negaunee scored 14 unanswered points to win the game 36-34 over Gladstone. Tyler LaJoy scored the 2-point conversion that ended up winning the game. What a finish to that one. Back to the scores, Northland Pines stays undefeated with a 50-14 win over Hancock. North Dickinson as well wins big over Munising. Also winning big were the Gogebic Miners, 50-6 over Baraga. And despite trailing 12-0 in the second, Forest Park gets an 84-yard interception returned by Derek Aberle in the 3rd quarter to take a 13-12 lead. Hurley fumbled on the Trojans' 1-yard line late in the game, so Forest Park survives 13-12. And Newberry wins by 6 over Bark River Harris, 20-14. And that's just the start of the frenzy. We still have plenty more to get to, including highlights between the Model Towners and Emeralds. And the Calumet Copper Kings look for a win in Ishpeming tonight. See if the Copper Kings got a W. Next on tonight's edition of Friday Night Frenzy. And welcome back. The Calumet Copper Kings have had a rough start to their 2012 season. Coming into tonight's game at Ishpeming, the Copper Kings had lost both of their games by a combined 8 points. Calumet was looking to change their fortune tonight against the Hematites, playing underneath a beautiful rainbow. First quarter, Calumet on the move. Quarterback James Sturros fires off a pass, but Bobby Zolke jumps the route for the INT, and Ishpeming takes over on the turnover. And the Hematites would turn the turnover into points. Adam Prisk finds the end zone from 2 yards out. 2-point conversion good, and Ishpeming led 8-0. Still in the first, Ishpeming again on the move. Alex Briones looking for somebody, but he would be taken down by Tyler Rowland and Jacob Piety, and the Hematites would have to punt They led 8-0 after 1 quarter of play. Second quarter now, Ishpeming once again with the ball. Eric Kostriva bounces it outside and would shed a few tackles, and he would be eventually taken down inside the Calumet 15-yard line. The Hematites would drive the ball to the 4-yard line, and on 4th and 4, a great call here by head coach Jeff Olson. Briones would keep the ball in the option, and he's got reservations for 6. The 2-point conversion was good, and Ishpeming led 16-0. The Hematites would win the game 23-6. They are now 3-0. Calumet 0-3. Let's stick with the Mid-Penn Conference. The Model Towners hosted Manistee in Gwinn. First quarter, Emeralds up 7-0, and they take to the air. Tyler Kangas throws it up to Max Nelson, who makes the grab, and Nelson is off to the races, and he would make it. Yes, he would. Kangas to Nelson for 77-yard touchdown pass. Extra point good. Manistee up 14-0. Second quarter now, Gwinn has to punt again, and the punt's a good one. Now, Kenner Bruyere would catch the ball. Nope, he muffs it, and the Model Towners would jump on it and recover the ball, but Gwinn, the offense, just could not get anything going. So Manistee got the ball back. Kangas on the play-action fake throws up the ball, and his teammate Zach Lambert comes up with the catch inside the Gladstone 20-yard line. And Kangas continued to shred the Model Towner secondary. Another play-action fake here, and he hits, guess who? It's Max Nelson again for the long score. Manistee led 21-0 at that point until the weather forced action to be stopped for the night. This game will be resumed at noon tomorrow. Again, Manistee up 21-0. To the scores again we go. Rudyard forfeits their game against St. Ignace. Pickford, I should say, wins by double digits over Indian River Inland Lakes, 36-14. It was tied at 15 apiece in the fourth quarter in Houghton before Ironwood quarterback Adam Mackey found the end zone twice. Ironwood defeats Houghton 27-15. Tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m., Trout Creek will host Bel Air in an 8-man football game. Engadine hit the road this evening, or I should say Rock Mid-Penn hit the road this evening at Engadine. First play from scrimmage here, and Coach Livermore makes the right call. QB Robert Miller keeps the ball, goes right, jukes a few Wolverines for a first down. Later in that series, Miller would give up the ball this time to Dylan Formolo for the 5-yard score. Who needs the ref to call a TD when his teammate Victor Collins knows it's a quick 6, and Engadine would win 44-26 over Rock Mid-Penn. In other 8-man action, Cedarville defeats Brimley 49-0, and Rapid River wins via the forfeit over Stockbridge, Wisconsin. Well, sticking with football, last night the Northern Michigan Wildcats took care of business against Division III opponent Wisconsin Lacrosse, 24-6 for their first win of the season. Last night's W was also the first for head coach Chris Ostrowski as the head man in charge of the Wildcats. After the game, I asked him about what the win meant to him personally, and he quickly directed the credit to his players.
It feels great. It feels great, but it is all about these kids and how hard they've worked, how they've embraced every single thing I've wanted, and I'm just fortunate enough, really, this is honest to God, this isn't any kind of just shooting the stuff at you. I'm just fortunate enough to be able to say I'm their leader. Because these kids and their character, I don't care if we win another game, I just want to be able to spend the next 4 months every day with these guys, because it's really a special group.
The 1-1 Wildcats are in action next Saturday on the road at Ohio Dominican. While NMU already has 2 games underneath their belt in Houghton, the Huskies have yet to play a game this season. That is until tomorrow. Michigan Tech opens up their 2012 schedule at home against Tiffin. The Dragons snapped a 21-game losing streak with a win last week at home. Tiffin may put up a fight, but the Huskies believe that they do have enough weapons on offense to, quote, take care of business.
I think the front half of our defense is pretty solid. I also think that our offensive skill people are back. The quarterback's returning. We've got 4 senior wide receivers that have all played. We've got 3 tailbacks that have all played before and started games. We've got a tight end that's a 2-year all-league player. So I think our offensive skill is a strength.
Tech is 12-2 in their last 14 opening conference games. Kickoff tomorrow is set for 1 p.m. In other Husky athletics, the volleyball team is playing in the Black Hills State Tournament in South Dakota. Tech fell to Augustana College 3-1 in their first game. No report on the game is Colorado Christian. NMU volleyball victorious today over Euphoria College as well. The University of Wisconsin Green Bay also defeated Michigan Tech soccer 4-2. As I get to NMU, I should say now, they win today 3-2 over Emporia State in 5 sets. No score on their game against Missouri S&T. Tigers tied 2-2 against the Angels. Early in that one, Prince Fielder and Alex Avila has had a solo home run for the Tigers. And that's all in tonight's edition of Friday Night Frenzy. And everyone, have yourselves a great weekend. Good night.